Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, Thursday. Ooh, yikes. What is this divergence right now? Holy moly. Up 0.2% on SPY, and we're down 0.82 on Qs to start the day. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Well, that's one way to start the day. What's going on, Mark? Good morning. We buy houses UK. Good morning. It's one way to start the day. Pretty nasty divergence there. What did we have for earnings last night that I missed? Is it Apple that's down significantly? No, Apple's fine. What did we have for earnings last night? Reports this week. Let's see. Earnings calendar. So for Wednesday after hours, we had Eli Lilly, SunDisk. That must have been it. DK. There we go. That answers our question. SunDisk down 11% off of earnings. Down almost $1,200 from their highs. That shouldn't be too bad of a buy right now. That they got up to a $200 billion company. It should go back up to $400 billion. I wonder if they have a leveraged option. SNDX maybe? XNDY. ZQ. There we go. Short. SNXX. There you go. $8 a share. Could get that back up to 49. I'm interested. I just listed in January this year. I like the leverage stuff. Let's see if there's anything else for it. SNDU, SNDG. I usually like the ones that are direction, but I don't think there are any for this. SNDU, that one got up to 75. They did the same reverse split. SNDG. This one has the least amount of volume. So SNDU would probably be the better option if you're going to go long on this. Let's see what the volume is looking like. Let's see. SNDU 610k volume, and the other one was SND what? SNDXX. SNXX. 6.3 million volume. That's a much better one. SNXX. Maybe I'll look into getting some of that. What's going on? CL quite bullish. Proton, good morning. Matt, good morning. Let's take a look at crude. It's not that bad. 1.8%. I can't believe gold pivoted overnight. I made a lot of money on that last night on all the fundeds. I just kept longing this for Asia. Globex into Asia. Just continued to long. Caught this 20-point candle, which was really nice. So I have a lot of prop firms open right now. You guys can see my login page. Futures Elite, Blue Guardian, top one futures, my funded futures, Lucid, funded next futures, Tradeify. Blue Guardian, same exact plan as pretty much anything else. So I didn't leave a stop loss order in. Beautiful. So last night I just continued to. I did take one loss on a long. I was oversized on it as well, and then I recovered it almost immediately on the dip. And that was just playing the IB breakout because I realized that the 7 o'clock IB low was all the way down at 4276. So my re-entry was the midpoint. I don't know what my reasoning was behind going long all the way up there, but then I just continued to long it last night. Size back down to where I should have been. So made, I think, 300 there, 300 on that. And I'll pull up my Blue Guardian if you guys are interested. It's a cheaper version of, from what I've seen, it's a cheaper version of Tradeify. It's essentially the same plan all around. So I've only bought 5 accounts so far. The instant fundeds are what I went with. So these are all, it's a kind of cool dashboard. I don't mind it. Make sure I'm not sharing my screen. Oops. It's a pretty cool dashboard. Sorry about that, guys. So the max loss is 2,000, 1250. It's identical to the Tradeify plan. The only benefit to these is that when you buy an account, they'll send you an email. I'll actually pull up the email. When you buy the account, they send you an email that you can get an extra 5% profit split on pretty much all the accounts if you just show that you're trading with them. So Blue Guardian, I'm trying to find the right email. They sent me, since it was my first account bought on there, they sent me like 20 different emails. I don't need that one. Just bear with me here for a second. Certificate available. I think it's this one. Nope. While I'm finding it, I'll explain it. They give you another 5% profit split. So you can, if you get a payout with them, you get another $500. Step 1, step 2. Contract created. How many freaking emails did they send me? I swear I saw it yesterday. It's now complete. Personal information changed. I'm looking through all of them. I had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the 7 different emails for buying one account. Just be weary of that. Okay, there it is. So if you post a screenshot of your certificate, your funded certificate, they give you another 5% profit split. I just had to read it. So if you, here's the email, want to earn another 5% profit split, post a review on Trustpilot, or post your certificate on X, or post your certificate in your our Discord channel. So you get 95% profit split, but aside from that, it's the same exact plan as Tradeify. I don't know if they allow algos. I'm not sure. The 20K payout is on 10 accounts so far. So top one, I'm 1 day away, and then Blue Guardian, I'm 3 days away. I guess I kind of jumped the gun with that. 3 days away isn't that close. But anyway, their dashboard's pretty cool. I like it a little bit more than Tradeify's dashboard. The reason I keep relating this to Tradeify is because it's essentially the same exact plan. It's just cheaper. The coolest part is that they give you all your stats in a nice visual queue. So I've only had 1 loss in the 19 trades I've taken on this, or 18. 19 trades. 10 accounts of 50K challenge. Yeah, I have 5 50K funded, 5 50K instant funded with top one. I have the 10 Ignite accounts, and then I have these 5 direct accounts. Top one, I should be able to get the payout hopefully tomorrow, as long as I don't, well, I'm not going to rush it. I'm hopefully going to get a quality setup for it. What's going on, Alex? How you doing? But Blue Guardian, it's kind of cool with what they show. I'm not sure what the profit factor is, 5%, why it's showing poor, but I like the streak that they show. Shows your win-loss streak. I went on 10, lost 1, and then I'm on 8 right now. Shows all the trades that you've taken in your profitable trades. And then hopefully I get to this payout tab. And when you take your payout, we'll see how fast it is. The rules say semi-automatic algo trading is allowed, but no black box. Gotcha. The dashboard's pretty intuitive. It adds all of your profit. So it's showing that I have 250K in funded, and then I'm up currently 3,456. It should be a little bit, sorry, 6,425. So 600 an account per day. And they're instant funded accounts. Shows all the news that you can trade down here too. They do allow news trading on the instant funded, so that tab's not present. But if you do buy one of the accounts that has news associated, they have their own little financial juice attached to the website. I have a question regarding closing your position on MQ if MES breaks the IB first. AI says there's an 89% chance that MQ will also break the IB in the same direction. I am mistaken. It typically does, but I also don't want to hold the trade for another 20, 30, sometimes an hour. Yesterday, for instance, here's our IB. That's on Qs. Here's our IB on SPY from yesterday. They did break at the same time. They broke immediately within the first 1 minute, so that's a pretty bad example to look at. Same thing on Monday. I think same thing on Tuesday as well. We did have, so this is a great example, Thursday of last week. Thursday last week, we broke right at 1031. We had a very small wick to the upside. Going over to SPY from Thursday last week. SPY ended up breaking the low. This is why I get out of the position when one of the assets breaks and the other one doesn't. Because this is typically what ends up happening. You have a continuation up, reversal back down. Don't tell me it deleted my levels again. Come on. Oh, that stinks. I gotta go and reset all of that. This is why I get out when one of the assets breaks. We broke right at 1031. If I wanted to go and add on SPY, I could have gotten an IB50 entry, but the reason being there's no additional draw on QQQ or SPY. Globex was a loss for me last night, yes. I ended up taking, I'm going to pull up Tradeify right now. This, of course, is the account that I'm doing live, the 10K account, 10K challenge. I ended up taking a loss on these last night, negative 163. I got in on, if I can find it. Or is my order not here anymore? Come on, I'm in queue, yes, correct. Oh, my order's gone. Bills and orders show all. Yeah, that's all active. Anyway, I took a loss last night on the IB. I was skeptical of the longs too. I mentioned that during the live. I still took it anyway. I was up. It was a perfect entry at IB50. I was up, I think, $68, $70. I was in with 2M and Q. And then it reversed and went and took the 75, and I never flipped. If I had flipped it, I would have been break even on the night, but I didn't. I didn't want to play in the volatility. The chop during Globex has been really bad recently. This is our overnight session. It is directionally down, but this is a 15-minute time frame. So you're in this trade for, I mean, to get like 80 points to the downside, you're in it for at least an hour. And that's an hour either at 11 o'clock midnight, or you're in this trade for several hours during London session. So I did just take a loss on it last night, negative 160 on 2MNQ. We'll see what we can do with these accounts today. I just gave back the profit that I made yesterday on stream. So how about closing the position, then re-entering in the correct position? No, I wouldn't do that either. If one of them breaks, then there's no point in trying to add back in. Oh, I was on the wrong accounts. There you go. There's the trade I had last night. So if I had flipped it, I would have ended up break even on the night. If I had flipped it right at the 75, because it never went back up and hit the 50. This candle did get very close though. The 730 candle wicked all the way back up to 616. So I would have been like 3 points off the stop loss, obviously all in hindsight. But going into today, I unfortunately don't really, I'm targeting previous day's low. I think that's the only acceptable draw. There's our draw right there. Good morning, James.
Morning, Zinc. How you
How
going?
you doing? Not too bad.
Yeah, all good, all good. Hopefully, I had some small losses on stream yesterday. I was actually size quite small, so hopefully bounce back from that, Zinc. Be like you.
I ended up taking loss last night on Globex, but then I won on the other set of accounts.
Nice, yeah.
I have been. The reason we're down so much, by the way, I just saw that question real quick. I'll answer it. We had SunDisk earnings this morning. Last night, sorry. It's down 11%. The reason that I have been doing decently well is because with all the accounts, I have 35. I did lose 5 of them, unfortunately, but I have 35 funded accounts right now. So I've been trading them all separately.
Yeah,
One of
splitting
them
up
is
the risk.
Blue Guardian, a little CFD firm.
Nice. Yeah, I see NQ's coming down actually quite a bit here this morning, I must say.
Yeah, because of SunDisk.
Yeah. What's SunDisk down?
I just ended up last night. I played the IB on the 7 to 8 IB on gold, and just continued to long it pretty much all night.
Yeah, I'm still managing those gold swing positions, Zinc.
This thing is very directional right now. I need your advice. I keep changing my strategy over and over. Like IB rejection data, not good. Any advice? You have to stick with it. You could come into the market right now and the IB could go on a week losing streak and then you never try it again. The math behind it, so the edgeful data, all that collected data is showing you that when you trade this over a year, 6 months or a year, these are what your odds for winning and losing are.
Yeah.
So specifically for QQQ on the IB, just disregarding the closing zone, disregarding which weekday you're trading on. If you trade this for the past 6 months, pretty low win rate on the high forming first, but your low forming first, you're at a 77% win rate, essentially. And you can go to the table and you can see that like the past week or so, we've had 3 wins, 1 no break. Obviously, this isn't including if we had an entry or anything, but it works really well over that course of time.
So Globex, you were trading Globex yesterday. Do you have any trades or thoughts going into the open, Zinc, your side?
I think we're gonna go to previous days low. I honestly don't know because SPY's gapped up. I know it's only 0.03%, but
sure. Yeah.
SPY is knocking on previous day's high, and QQQ is 2 points off or $2 off previous day's low.
Yeah, NQ is very weak here. NQ is down the most. The DAX was coming down as well in the London session. I scalped a little bit in the London session. I think made back those losses on the account. I shouldn't say make back the losses. I made money on those accounts I took the longs on yesterday.
This is gross.
Yeah, ES hasn't really done too much overnight. Literally just at a standstill.
Yep. We're stuck.
Yeah.
I've been trying to avoid, I don't know if I'm going to trade indices during overnight anymore. I've been trying to avoid QQQ and SPY for Asia and Globex just because they've been so terribly choppy. Which Blue Guardian accounts did you get? I got the 50K instant fundeds on them.
Yeah, see, he's on the CFD firms. He's on it.
Yeah,
they started off as a CFD firm. See?
The end of last month, I kind of just said screw it, and I just started adding as many instant fundeds as I could.
How much is all those instant fundeds?
So it is actually, if you guys don't have the ability to trade not edgeful, the Tradeify, they're the same exact plan as Tradeify, and they are, I'll show you how much it is. Futures direct 50K with the bundle that you can buy. Comes out to being, let's see if my promo code works. Sure does. 1,333.
Okay. For how many? 5. Okay.
50Ks, 250K.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So it's really, I think it's relatively affordable. It comes out to being just under 350 per account. Sorry, just under 300 per account.
Yeah.
Tradeify is 295 with a 40% off. So these are much better in terms of pricing, and it's the same payout. Tradeify is 2,000. Blue Guardian's 2,000 for the 50Ks. You can also do it on the 25Ks, and the 25Ks are actually better than the Tradeify 25Ks because the payout's another 1,250 per account, another 250 per account. Sorry. So these ones come out to 820 for 25Ks. 1,500 drawdown. The 25Ks with a 1,000 max loss limit. Yeah, Tradeify I think it's 1,250. You heard they're not good in payouts. We'll see. They have the same payout policy as Funded Next. If they don't send it within, I think it's an hour, you get another $1,000 on top. So I can't imagine their payouts are that bad. I did see Po Boy had an issue with the profit split. They gave him 80% profit split instead of 90%, but they did end up fixing it after.
Yeah, it comes to open. Yeah, just open.
I have no idea which way it's going to head into open. We're terribly diverged. We should fill the gap down on SPY, given that we're only gapped up 0.03%. And then maybe Qs will drag it down to previous day's low, but SPY I highly doubt is going to go all the way down to 760 previous day's low. Oh, I'm looking at Tuesday. What am I saying? Never mind. SPY is going to go to previous day's low. Previous day's low on SPY is at 769. They're both lined up.
NQ melting a little bit, yeah.
We should go to SPY should target 769.51, 60 cents away, and then Q should target maybe Tuesday's low. This is an outside day stat though, so I'm not really sure. I also have been trying CFDs because of bigger drawdown. Nano contracts don't launch until August 24th, so another 3 weeks. We have nanos. Single stock futures are still doing absolutely nothing. If anyone's interested in trading those,
yeah,
still stuck. Can you discuss some IB related edgeful reports other than rejections? Would be helpful to learn something good. The IB by levels is what I've been using this week. I used it yesterday as well. I'm a little disappointed that my indicator left me. I gotta go and re-add it.
NQ is down here, I think. NQ melting.
Yeah, it's got down to 707 Tuesday's low, and that should
also we did sell off on NQ yesterday into the close, I think. Quite aggressively.
Kind of front ran the earnings. I'm happy that we're having this pullback because it was stupid directional.
Yeah, sure. Agreed.
It was way too much upside too fast to begin the week. I think a lot of people probably just got burnt on trying to chase the upside, but this is a great learning point for everyone in stream. How many times this week did we say that Monday and Tuesday were a very rare occurrence?
Yeah,
days that happen maybe 2% of the entire trading year.
Agreed.
So now we're rebalancing, and everyone that based their future trades on Monday and Tuesday are getting destroyed.
Just one. You can't. Yeah, it's hard to explain it to someone that hasn't been trading much. It's like not every single day you're just gonna wake up and buy and you're gonna be in profit.
Yeah,
we'd like it to be like that.
There we go.
I think we'd like it to be like that.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind being a little brain dead for going into the open. Alright, there we go. So I don't need the opening week range on here. This is what I've been playing for the IB by levels. So yesterday, I continued to short against James' wishes.
Yeah. I actually made some good notes on that, Zinc. I need to be like, listen, just follow the VWap. Follow the VWap, and the opening candle is red too. Someone did say in the chat, so I did write down those contracts. I'm reading in the chat. Those notes.
Oops, date is yesterday's date. I'll edit that right now. Sorry about that. August 6th. Gotta go and edit all of them. Sorry about that, everyone. I edited the names, but I didn't edit the date.
Yeah, YM is coming down as well. Someone's mentioned that. Maybe YM, a target on YM. Oh, shit. I'm not even sharing my screen yet. A target potentially on YM, sorry, Zinc, just to show this, is maybe previous day's lows, which is down at 53.40. So down there from the extended market hours. From the regular market hours, it's 487. So we're close on that.
There you go. The summer is the one I wish I had taken off. All right, going back into the IB by levels, we're going to look at Thursday for today now, even though our IB isn't quite set. So for yesterday's example, we had a 75% stat to go down to 0.4, and then nothing really after 0.4, 0.6, even though we did end up going all the way down to 1.6 for the extension. 4 breakdown days. If today is a breakdown day, we have an 87, 75, 75. So it's pretty likely that on Qs we continue down to, it's a pretty aggressive bounce. Like you said, it's pretty likely that if it's a breakdown, we continue down to 0.6 for standard deviation. So this is a play that you can take after the IB is finalized. Same thing that I did yesterday on stream. I think I took the initial IB shorts, and then a re-entry on SPY, I took it to the outside day stat, retesting previous day's high, and then we ended up just kind of knifing through all those levels. I've been really enjoying playing the IB by levels because this week we haven't had any entry on the IB breakout itself, but the extensions read perfectly on Tuesday, read perfectly yesterday, and then Monday as well. It's a good extension week. And these are really high stats when hit. The way that I've been coupling them is using the IB by retracement, seeing how far or what the likelihood that we retrace into the IB is, and then playing that. So on SPY, for example, yesterday we retraced back into the IB at 25%. That was an 87.5% stat, and then went short back down to 0.2 on that. So those are the additional trades that I've been taking on the IB. We did just take previous day's low and bounce pretty aggressively off of that, James.
Yes, on NQ. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, watching that. We're still underneath VWap. Still watching that as well. I'm gonna be wary of the longs just at least right now. We're underneath VWap, underneath levels, so
I'm gonna be weary of today in general. We got our 5-minute break on the orb. I don't think it's going to snap back down. It might. Sorry, QQQ didn't hit previous day's low. SPY did. Q's has the outside day stat, so we should target up to... Q should be heading towards 715. Another $3 up. We do have news today, yes. And we also have Trump scheduled to speak. We have news at 10 wholesales inventories. And then tomorrow we have 1 speaker and 4 employment rates at 8:30. Hopefully not too much. We'll see. On Blue Guardian, I'm 3 days away at best from a payout, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. I know that I have a little bit of content creator privilege or trader privilege, so my payout may be a little different. Hopefully not, but they do have the same payout policy. I went through their frequently asked questions. If they do not approve your payout within an hour of requesting it, or answer your payout within an hour of requesting it, they give you another $1,000 on top of the payout per account.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's for their CFDs. There you go. If it's not sent within 24 hours, you receive a profit share bonus. Payout goals, express payout. Just read it on there. I'll look for the 15-minute orb break in the next 5 minutes as well.
Yeah, we're still we're still trading underneath Zinc, underneath VWap like that. You see underneath the day overnight VWap, so I'm gonna be wary. Yeah.
There's your commitment. If not processed within 24 hours, you get another 10% additional profit share. So up actually 2,000, depending on what payout you request from them. And it's through Rise. So pretty good. We'll see. I don't think they've had many issues with payouts. I did see the one regarding the profit split, but let's see. I'm trying to find out when Trump's speaking. I saw it overnight. He's supposed to have a world leadership call. And hopefully he doesn't start rambling about issues with Iran again. $15-minute orb is currently set bullish, riding the actually new highs in that. Right now, 5-minute double break for today. It is 70%, but I don't know. We'd have to have SPY go back down. SPY actually already broke the upside. It's a little closer to the downside now. But this has been a hard week. A very hard week to trade. How about that recovery on gold?
Yeah.
Tempting. Very tempting. It's a little 20.
Stocks a bit flat right now. Zinc, some are up, some are down.
I think it's taking a hit off of, taking a very large hit off of what we're doing with SanDisk, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
How do you get 25 account? 25 accounts is if you buy them with the bundle on Tradeify. So if you didn't know, the Tradeify August deals, July deals, all the deals that they do for 40% off with whatever affiliate code you want to use. If you buy the bundles, that counts as an independent purchase as opposed to counting as 5. So you could get 25 accounts at 40% off for the month if you buy them in the bundles. That's for the select and growth accounts. If you just buy 5 accounts individually, that counts as your 5 purchases, and then you only get 30% off for the rest of it. So you can buy them in the bundles on the accounts. We are perfectly flat on. This is horrendous on the 5-minute from overnight. From yesterday's close, actually, we have not moved more than $2 on SPY. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, yes, it's completely flat.
Everyone on stream seeing this correctly? This is our range from 4 o'clock yesterday. The entire overnight session, entire pre-market session, we have a total range $771.99, $2.48 is our range from. That's 28 points, 22 points. Sorry, that's a 22-point range for over 12 hours worth of trading. 15 hours of trading, and we've moved 22 points on ES. Kind of funny. How do you trade them? Do you copy trade them? No, don't. I'm not saying buy all 25 at the same time, but if you blow accounts or if you churn through accounts, buy the bundles and you'll get 40% off 25 accounts as opposed to 40% off 5. Trump speaking right now. We're getting his tweets on Walter Bloomberg.
Yeah, and NQ is bouncing a little bit. Not really liking too much at the moment, Zinc. We still got the minute until, or 30 seconds now until the opening range sets, so I'll wait for that.
Yeah. Trump said to call Warsh and latest signal of push to remake Fed. Bloomberg reports President Trump has held periodic phone calls with Fed Chair Kevin Warsh since May, discussing the economic and Warsh's outlook without directing policy. This could only go well, right? This isn't going to go poorly at all. President speaking with the current Fed chair again. Here comes the orb.
Yep. Yeah, orb about to set. Okay, opening range is set. How big's on? Let's look how big the ES's opening range is.
$1. 10 points.
19 points on ES. And NQ.
That little wick down there.
Yeah, NQ is 233. So NQ obviously trading a lot more, probably because of SanDisk. Yeah.
$233-point range. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the first 50 minutes is bullish.
Yeah, we broke it within 2 seconds. The gold's shooting much higher. Up. I need to close this tab before I take another trade on there.
I think you see a 22-year-old won the WSOP main event for 10 mil. 22. Nice. Yeah, jeez.
He did phenomenally in the qualifier.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of clips of his holeouts. Not really holeouts, but
yeah,
3 feet away.
Yeah, you gotta get lucky to win the main event too. You know, it's not always gonna be.
I got pretty lucky yesterday. I pinned it 5 feet away from 225 out.
Oh, really?
Surprised myself.
YM's coming down. That's the only index that is trading a little bit weak at the moment.
YM always does its own thing.
Oh, yeah.
What was the ticker I was talking about earlier? SNXX. That's it's 2x leveraged. I should have pulled the trigger on it. It's 2x leveraged SunDisk.
Wow, there's a ticker for that. Interesting.
That's up 821. The pivot that we had on SanDisk. Sorry, I keep saying SunDisk. We had a 6% pivot. Still going right now too. This is why Q's is pushing so aggressively. These two are lined up hand in hand. SNXX moved up 12% with that push. It's 2x leveraged. Oops. No, I don't want a price range guide. They have guides on that? Oh, click the question mark. I didn't even know that was a thing. Actually, 20% is a 10% pivot from the open. Holy. What news are we expecting at 4 p.m.? What time is that for EST? I'm not sure.
That would be 10 a.m. EST.
We have wholesales inventories.
Yeah, not high impact news, so I don't have any.
No, not at all. I played it, at Augusta. Not actual Augusta, National Augusta Country Club. Same name. Disappointed I didn't buy that. Sorry, at 50 million in volume today. A lot of people just made some moolah. Ooh, those are actually really good for next week. Holy. 105 in premium on them for the puts.
What's that on SanDisk?
Yeah. I could sell 10 of those, make 1,000. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Nice. Why not? SNXX next week. I'll even sell the higher ones.
We're at 8% chance of midnight retracement. Oh, you're talking about NQ. Yeah, NQ is obviously bouncing. It's back at previous day's lows from the extended market hours. Previous day's lows from, that would be 6 gap fill, and that would be 606. So still like 80 points higher. Yeah, you're right. But ES, again, top of the range now, I think. I don't know if I want to like buy it there, you know?
No, not
on
at all.
On the overnight range. YM's, yeah, as I said, YM's coming down. YM down at the open here. It's trading at opening range low.
$1K on 1 micro, holy.
We'll also have NFP tomorrow, Zinc. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Terrific. I didn't know that, actually. I completely forgot.
Yeah, NFP tomorrow.
Don't like trading the day before NFP. And then I always trade the day before NFP and I lose. The trading session before NFP, I should say. That's including Globex. That's probably why the IB less. NFP tomorrow, so it won't be much to trade today, I think. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Thank you, James.
Yes, sir.
And GST. Long NQ to midnight as ES already took midnight open. Oh, that wasn't very hard for ES to do, was it? We can stretch this back even further from yesterday's close and say that this is in a $2 range from 11 o'clock yesterday. This is perfectly sideways. We have an 80% chance for midnight opening retracement and 70% chance for gap fill and NQ. Very strong confluences. It shouldn't be 70% for the gap fill. Gap fill by size on NQ is not. It's only 45% because we were gap down in the 4th bracket. Unless you're looking at the what's in play. Is it by weekday?
My screen is just slap bang in the middle as well, Zinc. Look at that. Obviously, we have to wait for the first 30 minutes to roll out, but right now
is leaning a little bearish. Yeah, gap feels very low today on Qs.
By weekday or
just the gap fill in general.
In general, oh, by size,
45%.
Yeah.
Even by weekday, it says 60 for outside day. Outside days by weekday, 50%. 633. Yeah, not very much going on so far. Screener is slightly bearish for me, but I have a different set of data points.
Yeah, it's a different set, yeah.
Gap fill by size, we have a 51% stat for SPY, which is surprising because it was only gapped up 0.2%, and then QQQ is 50% actually on the dot, 50-50. Outside day by size. Yeah, we're almost. Well, you said gap fill, not outside day. You lie. That's our outside day stat. Outside day is high. No, what's in play has it at 50% too. Outside day by weekday, outside day by size. QQQ, outside day by size, 3 data points on this one, so that's not valid. The one that's more valid's way down here. Outside day by weekday, gap fill by weekday, gap fill by size. 12 data points, 6 have filled, 6 have not. 6 data points, 3 have filled, 3 have not. But that's a lot more, like I always say for the screener, if you're looking at reports in general, the 100% measures typically have less than 3 data points associated with them.
Yeah.
Of course, as I say, that Apple has 11, so this one's actually pretty valid. QQQ though is only at 3 and 3. And these are the ones that you want to use. The 17 data points, one of them has not filled. 17 have, so 18 in total. Google, you have 14. You have 17 on Amazon. So these ones are a lot more significant than the filters for not having really any data points. I'm not very confident that SPY is going to go anywhere. I feel like I bet we would stay inside this range for the entire day. That would be disgusting, but I think that it's very possible. Do you imagine?
Yeah, day before NFP. I mean, it could be. Jeez, it's just very super choppy on ES right now. SPY, yeah.
For anyone that wonders why I hate ES so much, this is why.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't mind like trying a short on NQAP at these highs.
No,
see what happens. You know, just as like a range play.
50% gap fill. Have it target back down.
Yeah, like can go stop at like 600. You know.
Yeah.
But the only thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was going to say the only thing is we've taken the opening range high, so that's the.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just watching that.
Keeping the West Wild gold already broke. We took 4298 was our 820 high, so it already broke that 820 to 920 IB. I did play that yesterday. It worked out really well for those longs into open. I just didn't hold it long enough. That's why I made the 110 on yesterday. And then MCL, I'm a little regretful I didn't take the IB because it was a perfect 1 minute trade. I was doing the giveaway instead. Everyone, it's all your faults in here. 29.5 is a pretty good resistance level to reject off too, but this is non-ideal. $300 points, as crazy as to say, a 1% range. 300 points is very small for QQQ. But this is 300 points from 10 o'clock last night, actually. 300 points from the 6 o'clock open, Globex open last night. Even worse. Forgive us our bad. Yes, I'll forgive you. No giveaway today. You don't need to
every Wednesday.
Chat.
Zinc, so those accounts are the ones that I saw you post yesterday, like for the 20K payout, the instance. Yeah.
Yep, top one, Ignite, top one, instant funded. I have 15 on top one.
Nice.
Which, I don't know if you know this as well, you can have 43 funded on top one alone.
Oh, geez. Because of the different plans and everything.
Yeah, they let you have, as long as you don't copy trade between them. How many funded accounts you have through top one futures? I found it when I was reading through the frequently asked questions on there. 35 now. Maybe I was wrong with saying 43. I thought it was 43. You know, 5 of the elite, 10 of the elite access funded, 10 of the ignite funded. Yeah, it's not adding in 8 more. So it's 43 that you're gonna have. Isn't that insane?
That's wild, dude. I didn't actually realize it was that much because of all the different plans, basically.
Yeah. Let's see if you can go find start trading now. Should bring me down to the plans. So you can have 5 funded for the elite daily, 10 funded for the elite access, 5 of the instant funded, and then another 10 of the ignite funded. So at least 40 of these. Maybe it was another plan that they discontinued. I swear it said 43. I'm not lying. But you can have all of these funded at the same time as long as you don't copy trade them at the same time. It's all legal.
You're saying you can copy trade like ignite to ignite, elite, instant to instant.
You can only copy trade up to 6 of the ignites at once.
Yeah.
So I did it in 2 lots of 5. So I have 3 groups going on top 1. I have the Blue Guardian futures. I have my funded futures. I have Top Step, Tradeify, and then personal accounts.
Yeah.
Is there any retracement plays for gold? I'm thinking about going long and targeting 0.5 extension. I don't have the data for the 820 pit open. It's a little messy to get because you go for the 820 pit open IB, it goes right into New York Open, which they both have the same amount of significance. When you're trying to trade gold during that time frame, it's like trading Globex going into Asia. It's 2 different set IBs. So the extensions don't really make sense because you're setting... It's the same thing for Globex. You can't look at the extensions when you have another IB setting right after what you would typically do for just an IB breakout and then looking at an extension. So I would wait for the one that's more accurate if you wait for gold to break its IB and then go to IB by levels for New York. So let's say we have a breakout today. There are your stats for continuation. But if you look at it for the 820 to 920 IB, you have 10 minutes until New York Open, and then you have your New York Open spike, which we had right at 9:30 today. It was 20 points. So that 20 points could give you a 1 extension if the 820 to 920 range is 10 points, or it could give you a 2 extension, or it could give you nothing like it did today. How's my personal account going? It's slowed down because I haven't been trading it as much. I've been back into prop firms. I was doing really well on it when I was only focusing on that account, but now that I'm divvying it up between all these other accounts, I'm trading a lot more, but on the same note, I'm trading less per account. So I have 5 different sets of accounts plus the personal, technically 6 different sets of accounts going. I'm taking trades on all of them during different sessions.
Jeez.
So I'm trading a lot more. It's still the IB and IB by levels and extensions, and I've been using the 5-minute and 15-minute orb as well, but I'm only taking 1 to 2 sets of trades per account. And they're all different. Like last night I lost on MNQ for Tradeify, and then I went and took gold longs on top 1, hit my profit target on top 1, pivoted over to Blue Guardian, hit my profit target on Blue Guardian, and now I have Tradeify to trade today. My funded futures Top Step I haven't been doing too well on. Those ones I keep DLLing on, and then I make the profit back and I DLL.
Top Step. How they just have the one plan as always, right?
Yep, but they have variations to it now, so it's pretty
interesting.
It's tricky with the DLL. It's only $1,000 on the 50K.
Okay. I'm tempted to try a short at this level, Zinc on NQ, but let's see.
Yeah, we are getting dropped at this level repeatedly.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
It'll be a trickier play though, obviously.
I don't like the NFP.
Sure. Yeah.
The NFP data. Not a fan. I completely forgot about that until you said something, so thank you.
Yeah.
I probably would have gotten smoked trying to trade it today. NFP stinks. Why don't I like trading NFP? Because of the volatility and lack of decision. Volume's lower the day before NFP because big money doesn't really know how to read the data, which is, it's good for us. But on the same note, it's bad that we don't have their volume coming in.
Sure.
I don't really think anyone knows how to read NFP because when they do report it, they
change it.
They revise it the next month, and it doesn't mean anything. So,
wow, yes, looks ugly.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna put money on this thing within the range for the entire day. I bet we are stuck. No movement.
Yeah, also Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's down, NVDA slightly up, but not really doing much.
Nope. Stuck across the board.
Yep.
It's all because of SPY. We are just about to take the outside day stat and Qs. Barely missing it. SH traders love gambling on NFT. What's going on, Summit? How you doing? Just curious, what's more important for your bias overnight, VWap or opening candle continuation, James?
Overnight bias or opening candle continuation? That's a good question. I like to use them in conjunction. So I'm not going to say, one or the other. I think when they line up, that's like an A+ setup. But I do like to trade in line with VWap. That's for sure. I do like to trade in line with VWap. So I think it's just easier to quantify that too. Like you got the data on your side and you're trading in line with VWap, you're in a good space.
Should go and wick right to previous day's high right now. Push right up to it. SPY still stuck. Nothing. Here comes previous day's high. Previous day's low, sorry, not previous day's high. Might as well go get the gap fill after this as well. Why not?
Some of these folks have two accounts, one account they buy and one they sell. Yeah, you see that a lot in the space, and then they show the winning account. Yeah.
Too bad you can't hedge on props. They actually,
Yeah.
the big ones in the US share, like Lucid,
Yeah, they
shares
share
their
data.
data with Tradeify and data with
Yeah.
My Fund of Futures, so it's impossible to cross-platform hedge now.
Jeez. Must get a headache from doing all the hedging.
Yep. There's previous day's low. There we go. Taken. Perfect. Now might as well go for the gap fill. Why not? IB long will have no additional upside draw if it fills the gap fill before 10:30. Like it's gonna do right now. If we don't end up getting anything today, now it stinking sucks, but this will be almost a full week without any trades, any real trades for me on the IB for New York.
Sure.
Social media stories in front of their cars after NFP. What do you mean by that?
They take photos of the NFP, they show their profits on the cars.
Go and wrap my car and what I get for payouts on props.
That's yeah,
what Wheelan does.
Yeah.
Next target could be point of control and NQ. I'm very confident. Not very confident yet. There's our gap fill.
On Qs.
This was a 50% stat today to hit.
Oh.
Which isn't terribly likely or unlikely. I wonder if Trump said anything to prompt this. Let's see.
Walter.
DeepSeek resumes fundraising. Trump said to call, nope. U.S. wholesale inventories 0.2 versus 0.3. Not really any news today either. Now, if we go and look up Trump, go to latest or even top. A helicopter carrying President Trump reportedly came within 1 mile of colliding with a jet. What a stupid story to push. Came within 1 mile of colliding with the jet in Washington.
So it didn't.
Oh, within 5,000 feet. Or 1.8 kilometers. No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that should be right.
Well, I'm still trading at the lows, so that hasn't. Obviously, it doesn't do anything.
We don't touch it. Gold, I like it for a long again. If gold can get an actual pullback today, I'll long gold instead of trading spying Qs like we did yesterday.
What's GC doing? Yeah, GC, yeah.
Just kind of pinned.
Yeah.
Should start having a low rejection now in the 15-minute that we took the gap fill and previous day's high. Previous day's low. I don't know why I keep saying high. This is yet again a blow up day, I imagine.
Why? Just because of tight range?
Yeah, especially on SPY. And if QQQ, I imagine, is going to do the same thing that it did yesterday after the IB breaks, where we just had 4 hours of nothing. But looking at the 1 minute as well, it's going up, which is good. So if you're directional from the 15-minute orb or the 5-minute orb or really anywhere around the open, you're good. But if you got in longs anywhere after 950, it's pulling back 80 points and then going up. Like this is from 955 to 1003. $1 of upside movement, and then you have one candle that ate all of that in 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then same exact thing right back to the upside. A lot of blown accounts this week.
Really?
Affiliate sales. And like I was mentioning earlier this week, the worst part is that they're all Lucid's the only one that doesn't have bundle plans right now, but all the blow ups are over 5 accounts. 10 subs to 40K. You mean 8K? I live near Teterboro. I'm literally within 1 mile every time a jet flies over. Yeah, it's the dumbest. This might be the most brain dead tweet I've ever seen. This is not relevant to my search. This is so stupid. President Trump announces the U.S. will soon pass the Great Healthcare Plan. No idea what that is. Look how many leading report and unusual whales, and this had 3.2 million views on it. That is ridiculous. James came within 1 mile of an airplane once.
Yeah.
I hope you're okay, James. 15 minutes for the IB. We have yet to print the red 15-minute candle.
Yep.
Got 2 red 5-minute candles. And looks like we should get our trade on gold. I like this a lot more than Q's. And then I'd additionally target up to the 530 open. Like that relative high. Probably enter with 16 points and take it with 2, probably 1. And then the stop loss for gold does not go at the 75 because it likes to wick well past that. The closing zones don't really matter on gold. Everything else is okay though. So what's a pullback?
Yeah, it's not ripping though. That's the thing. YM's actually taking a new live there.
Oh,
interesting.
8K subs on Edgeful YouTube. Very nice.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in each day. Listen to us rant about the market.
Yeah. Give airplane updates.
Data on it. Washington, D.C. is a huge airport, too. You'll literally be sitting in the airport and you're within a mile of every airplane ever. For an aircraft traveling at 600 miles per hour, 1 mile is pretty close. Yeah, I understand that, Donald, but I'm saying to make a post like that, how many, if you're taking off in an airplane anywhere, you're within 1 mile of any other airplane. Like going through Logan in Boston, sitting on the runway, I saw, I don't know how many land right in front of us, which I know that they're controlled, but still. If I was on an airplane, I saw another one a mile away, I wouldn't have any concern, which may be a bad thing to say, I guess, but we just had a 60.1 minute candle to the upside on Qs. Longs all day, probably.
Maybe.
SPY is still within that same range, by the way.
Yeah. Yeses. Yeah.
Good wick.
Although, again, you are above opening range high.
Watch that be my entry on gold. I just missed it. Be very sad. taking gold trade? Yeah, that's what I'm going to aim for today. I think it's a lot more reasonable than trying to take a trade on M and Q. I mean, unless M and Q gives us a decent long setup, then maybe. It has to pull all the way back down quite a bit, though. And then we can take it up. It's just relentless upside right now, which is in par with what the entire week has been.
Yeah, Zinc and I haven't taken any trades right now. It's been pretty quiet.
I'm watching gold, and that's it.
Sure. Yeah. For longs, yeah.
Yep. I think this is a better setup than trying to force one on.
I was actually watching oil as well.
I like crude as well. Crude longs.
For potential longs.
Shorts.
Yeah. Okay, I was watching it for longs, maybe a swing play back up to 80.
Actually, never mind. I read the candles wrong. Longs up to 76.91 probably.
Yeah.
But look how small there's a 30-cent range on crude into the open. IB low set first, IB high set second. MNQ would need to. I'm absolutely not taking the trade on SPY in this. 110% not taking this trade. Gold, I'll happily take the trade. Probably 2 MGC. For MNQ though, we need to pull back 200 points. It's currently a 10-point range, which is about 410, 420 points. I can get the exact one, but I'm too lazy to go and look at M&Q. Just kidding. I'll do it for everyone. I don't. Its low is 29,240. High is 29,660. So 420 points exactly. It's about 41 points, 42 points per dollar move on QQQ. Every time Q's moves up $1, M&Q moves up about 41, 42. So we need it for us to get an entry today, we need it to pull all the way back down to the 50, which is a 220-point drop. Sorry, 210-point drop. And then with the risk, because we don't have access to nanos yet, with the risk on that trade, it's going to be $420 for 1 micro. So I'd rather go and take this long off the midpoint on gold with either 1 or 2 MGC and target the upside. This is stupid.
When do they come out? When do the prop firms come out with that, Zinc? Do you know?
August 24th.
Okay, nice. Like which prop firm? All of them, or?
I'd imagine it should be all of them. Nanos won't have. I don't think they should have any negative impact on props because it's not like anyone's going to make more money with nanos. But
sure.
People are going to be able to trade more often, so props should definitely be adding it. You're still only trading off the IB50. Is that just for the summer mark? Yeah, that's for the volatility right now. The reason I'm only taking the IB50 entries is because it cuts the risk in half. So if this is our entry for today, yes, we may not get it. But on the same note, if we do take a losing trade, let's say it happens to pull all the way back down to the lows for whatever reason, if we enter at the 25, our risk is 0.5. For our risk reward is 0.5 versus entering at the 50, our risk reward is 2. So it cuts the risk in half by entering down at the 50. Like last night, I only entered at the 50. If I had entered at the 25 on the IB last night, I'd be down 320 right now as opposed to 160. Props will launch 10K accounts with nanos. No, they won't.
10K accounts.
The baseline cost for props is $35 for activation, and I think it's $20 a month, $25 a month for CME data. The lowest that prop firms can afford to go is down to a 25K account. They can't go any lower than that.
Zinc, I know you don't like this one, but I've just taken a short at 427 on YM, stop above New York session. If you have, I'm just going to target previous day's lows.
You do whatever you want with that.
Yeah. As long as I'm not trading ES, right?
MGC's V6, yes.
There you go. So there you go. That's my entry, 427.
Nice.
I'm just looking for previous day's lows. It's a break and retest of opening range. So
nice.
We're under VWaps.
I'm going to go in with one MGC if this closes at the 50, which it's sitting at right now. No trade on M&Q, no trade on MES. The data for MGC on a Thursday. Cancel, MGC, Thursday's IB. Low form first, 66. That's with...
NQ is actually turning around now too, Zinc. Sorry, off those highs.
Oh, I mean, we might get our... I might have spoke too soon. Might get a pullback all the way back down.
Yeah. I just don't see the follow through on NQ right now. Like I wouldn't be buying it there, you know?
Yeah. So back on that point for props, if you guys didn't know, and I just learned this from the Tradeify Cup. It costs prop firms and that whole Alpha Futures fiasco that we had a couple weeks ago. It costs prop firms $35 per account that they create with NinjaTrader and Tradeivate
to activate it. Yeah.
And then another $20 per month per user for the CME data. So if
they're paying for about $50 a month per account.
Not the $20 per month is flat, so you can have as many accounts as you want with that. But the account creation, if I go and blow 15 accounts today, that costs whatever prop firm 15 times 35. It's every account that gets created, not just for the month. So Tradeify, they said that they lost $1.5 million on the Tradeify Cup because of account creations. If we close under the midpoint, it does take a pretty significant hit on gold. So as long as we close over it, you guys can see when we go to all weekdays, 50 to 75% makes it a 50-50 trade. So we want it to close over the midpoint on gold. I will not be taking this trade on SPY. I'm sure everyone in chat can understand why. This is perfectly in the midpoint of the range from yesterday's 11 o'clock close. So I would essentially be I would be jumping off a bridge for trading if I were to trade this on SPY. I would be throwing money into the abyss. Even though the IB setup is bullish, yes, it's at the midpoint. That's fine. I understand that. But what I'm saying is because of the overall range, if it hadn't moved from 11 o'clock to pretty much 11 o'clock today, a whole 24 hours of no movement on SPY, $2 of movement, probably not going to be any different using the IB. But what I will do is I'll wait for gold. Nice bounce off the midpoint again.
Zinc, I'm cutting some of my YM here up 51 points.
Nice.
On YM.
Very nice. What are the probabilities of going to 0.2 extension today? We have to wait for the breakout first. I was told yesterday, shout out to, hold on, it's my DMs.
There you go.
Shout out to Joker. If the IB does not break prior to 12 o'clock, the stats for having a continuation are very low. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, James.
No. So yeah, I'm looking for previous day's lows on the the extension, the trail.
Oh, gold. I didn't want to front run that. Hopefully it gets a wick down. Please. That was a beautiful bounce off the midpoint. Look at that. Perfect. Had a single point of drawdown. Just needs to wick back down for me. Not taking the trade on MNQ. Why am I not taking the trade on MNQ? Everyone in chat should be able to answer that. Already in profit, you front ran it. Why am I not taking the trade on QQQ, MNQ? Everyone in here should have the same exact answer to that question. If I take it at the midpoint, it's a 200-point risk because I have to account for the flip at the 25, 75. If I take it at the 25, my risk is already 200 points, $440 for a risk. And the reason I'm not taking it on SPY is because this is a horrendous, terrible, terrible, terrible chop. Even if ES happened to be weak, I don't think the IB is going to cause this to break out of the range that we've been in for the past 24 hours. This is criminal if gold does this to me again today, James. Absolutely criminal. So the long that I'm going to be taking is on MGC. I could have front ran it by a minute or two, but then that disregards the fact of the closing zones. So if I entered and it happened to wick just below that closing zone of 50%, that turns the trade into a 50-50. And that's with plenty of data points. 10 outcomes, 5 wins, 4 losses, and a no break. So technically 5 losses, or you could call it a break even. But because we closed over the midpoint, actually, never mind, that doesn't make it any better. 19, 8 wins, 7 losses. But for disregarding the midpoint, that might be looking a little too deep into it. Thursdays, we have a 67% stat that it goes to the high when the lows form first, which is fine. And especially if ES happens to break the low, which I know you've been liking shorts all morning, James. If ES happens to go and break the low, then
ES actually looks very weak, yeah, I must say. So I got full out of my wine position to almost take previous day's low, so I'm full out of that, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. For about basics, it was about 60 points or so. But yeah, ES looks very weak compared to NQ or anything else. Oh, it's coming down quite hard. Could double break the opening range. Yeah, but choppy. Also, stocks aren't really doing too much today, Zinc. Looks like not real conviction on anything there.
Oh, gold. Pull back, please. Pull back, please. Just back down to the midpoint. That's all I want. SPY looks like we're going to go take the low, and
yeah,
looks like we're going to go take the high. Unless gold happens at the midpoint, the tweet that I'm making right now, I'm taking the 3 personal daily prop targets and saving my money into tomorrow. But gold needs to take a wick back down to the midpoint, so that's not what I'm waiting on. If ES breaks the low, does that mean NQ will also take the low? Here's the caveat for that report on edgeful AI. If ES takes the low, ES also has the chance to double break, and that does not validate, it invalidates the likelihood that it's a 3% measure, that they both go in the same direction. Now, if ES only single breaks and it continues down, then yes, that means that 93% of the time NQ should also go and break the downside. However, that also accounts for no breaks. So if ES breaks the downside and NQ does not break, like what we did last Wednesday, I think, last Friday, sorry. ES broke the downside. That means, or ES broke the upside actually. That means that NQ should have gone and broken the upside 93% of the time. It's only reading it based on breakdown and breakouts. Because NQ didn't break out, it also didn't break down. That counts as a win for the algo. It's a little tricky to read it that way. But I went and did some digging on the no breaks and how that influences the break or the overall stat. Also, gold's about to go and take the upside. I'm so upset. If I had gotten in at 10.26, we were golden. 10.24, 10.25, 10.26, any of those three. For no breaks, those also count for invalidations of the levels. So if today happens, which it's not looking like it's going to, I'm fully out of GC, don't want to be a dick for a tick. Great saying. Yeah, it's 2 points off. I probably would have secured there too.
Yeah, Wime's making new lows, yeah. Back at previous day's lows.
This is sad.
Interesting. Very interesting market today, I think. Like,
yes, it is.
With ES. Just ES being a little bit more weak or choppy than NQ.
Yep.
We've been seeing quite a lot of divergence lately, I must say, though. Mark my trade up. You mark your trades up as well, right, Zinc?
I do, yeah. Just do it on the Discord though.
Yeah.
I don't have trades. I just take the screenshots in a Discord. And
yeah. That's exactly what I do. I'll just save them. Or NQ is coming back down now, back underneath 28,900.
Gold and I aren't going to be friends if this keeps happening.
Yeah,
it looks like it wants the low.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Someone's just asking, can we go over some of the Watson play just formed? I'm brand new to edgeful, still need some to interpret everything. Yeah, Zinc uses the Watson play a little bit more than me.
I do, yeah. The Watson play is, if you're using it, you have to make sure that you're going into the reports and their actual details. So for NQ for today, initial bounce by rejection, we close within the 25%. This one is perfectly valid because it has 40 data points on it.
Sure.
If you're using this though, you can't blindly go and use NQ because NQ and ES move the same way. ES, if you go and look at the chart, being almost at the 75, invalidates what NQ is looking for a little bit, very slightly. If the reports have a 75% stat, make sure you expand the details. This one's 57 data points, 39 wins, 26 losses. if you do not expand the search results and you see a data point that has 100% or 90%, those typically have 100% usually has less than 3. It's a great way to go and discover the reports, and you can go and look at the completed ones. So ES gap fill, gap up between 0 and 0.19, 23 data points, 22 wins, 1 loss on that. Just make sure you look at the details on all the reports. If you fail to look at the details and you're seeing like a 50% measure, 75, the numbers that you have to watch out for: 50, 66, 75, and 100. Those ones usually have 3 or less. The 75% have 4 or less in most cases. But it's a great point to go in, or it's a great place to go and look at what the current best reports are. So like right now for the IB by rejection, this is very likely that we go to the upside, but SPY just hit the 75, so that also means that it should flip back to the downside. Oh, I take the entry on IB 25? No.
And then also just to speak on, so Zinc uses the what's in play quite a bit. I use the screener. So like this is the screener what it showed after the first 30 minutes being bullish. I like using the opening candle in previous days range in my screener. So it will be different to, you can customize them. You can go and customize it in here. You just change it up and then you save the template. But then after the first hour today, a little bit of a mixed bias. Look at that, Zinc. After the first 30 minutes was bullish. Now after the first hour, Italian flag, bro. So that will give you a good data back bias each and every single day. For those that are joining for the first time, who was it there in the chat?
Keeping the Wild West.
Yeah, keeping West Wild, yeah.
West Wild.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's very choppy right now.
Gold is ripping my heart out. This is why we do not touch SPY in these conditions. Did I enter on ES? Absolutely the hell not. No. I don't like ES as is, but this is a mess. You're going to be in the trade. If you did just take it, you got stopped out at the 75, and now it's back at the 50. You're about to get stopped out again. Horrendous. You entered at IB 25 on NQ. 110-point trade coming in. I want the trade on gold. Crude already broke the IB high as well. Your longs there would have worked out really well, James. Crude should go back up to 77, as sad as is to say.
Seal. Yeah, oil. Yeah, longs are working there.
Up about where should MGC go? Now, so I think keeping the West Wild, you asked this question earlier. Now that it's the New York IB on gold, we can go and use the IB by levels for MGC. IB by levels on MGC for the continuation for a breakout day, which is most likely going to happen. We have a 75% stat to go to 0.2 for a Thursday. That's with 8 data points. That's pretty good. Refined down to just Thursday. So this has, if I go over to MGC on this chart, this should continue. Oops, not VWap. Copy and paste that report. So IB by level should continue up to about 4342 on MGC. 75% of the time it goes and takes that. Even 1-to-1 is $200 risk on. Yeah, that's why M&Qs. Nanos are going to be a huge help to these current conditions. Because taking 1 micro on this entry, your stop loss should be at the 75, not the 50. Because the 50 is where I want to take my entry. And if that's, I don't know how many of you guys in here have heard the quote, put your stop loss where, or put your entry where your stop loss would typically be. and see how often you get filled? You ever heard that, James?
I have.
So your stop loss shouldn't be at the 50. Your entry should be at the 50. If it's discretional there, but anyway, if you enter with 1 MNQ, your stop loss is at the 75. You're risking 200 points. So $400, actually 420 to be exact, 210 points for a $200 reward.
I have heard that before, Zinc. It's actually quite an interesting concept.
That's why I'm trying to also get my entries at the 50, not put the stop there. But on that note, if you're trading MES with this as well, this is too choppy and it's too small of a range on MES to capitalize on. So the entire range is 7768 down to 7740, 28 points. And that is the same range that we've been in on MES since 11 o'clock yesterday.
It looks like we're going to go double break that opening range on yes, I think. Look at that. So this is a double break. Double break play. Pop to the high, especially it works in choppy markets, and then you take it back down to low. So a TP will be 740.
Yeah, absolutely. The 5-minute double break.
Yeah. Well, that was the 15, but yeah,
75% of the time on
interesting.
SPY, we should go double break. But anyway,
SPY works well.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying SPY works well because it's a little bit more choppy than in rangey from level to level than NQ.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Nanos, we can go and take 5 nanos on this trade, or like 6 or 7 nanos or 8 nanos, and that will make it a very sound trade for risk reward as opposed to only being able to take 1 MQ. And along with that, now that we will have nanos in 3 weeks, you can trim your positions as opposed to only being in 1 MNQ and not having the ability to trim at all. So you can cut your position in half at IB25 if you hit that TP. But this wouldn't... I'm looking for an entry here, if anything. It's NFP tomorrow. I don't like trading before NFP. And then
thanks, James.
Yes, thank you, James. This is trading suicide if you're trying to trade on ES right now. 11 o'clock from yesterday to 11 o'clock just about today. It's been in the same 28-point range. $2.80 on SPY for 24 hours. That's including the overnight session as well. Overnight session, we did absolutely nothing. This, looking at MES on the overnight makes it look even worse. Look at that.
Yeah, NVIDIA's coming down a little bit, Zinc. That's why the NQ's coming down. NVIDIA's rotating off its highs underneath 220 now. It's just hit negative on the day. New low of down NVIDIA.
Hopefully that's not the same case for SanDisk. Oh, I got a pretty good ad on that. Got up to 1040. I sold $9 cash cleared puts on SanDisk for 115 a contract, which is insane. That means if I don't get a sign on those shares by next week, James, I get a 12% return on my investment. Actually, a little bit more, 120. Hold on. 120 divided by 950. 13% return.
Nice.
In 7 days.
Yeah.
YM took previous day's low now. Gold has
YM did take, YM is 314 now, 314 on YM. It seems like we are rotating back down here at the moment.
There's a chance we get a fill. SPY looks like trading purgatory. Gold looks like it's dropping now. As soon as I look at it, I bet it bounces up 10 points because it takes the high. What will the commission be on nanos? That's the downside. The commission is expected to be in line with what micros are, which is a bit unfortunate. W on the IB25 and M&Q, scalpy. You got in and out immediately. Did you get in at 1029 then out just before the IB high, Dan? Or did you get the 1040 entry and then out for 50 points? Yes. Yes. Come on, you got 10 minutes to get down there, Golden. You can do it.
Okay, so 1 and done for me today on the YM right now. Zinc.
Nice. Will nano contracts have volume issues? No. No. Not at all. Nano contracts should theoretically have 10x the volume that MNQ has every day. Just as MNQ has 10x the volume that NQ has. So contracts are 1/10. I am very tempted to chase this a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work. Please. You got 2 points to go. Just wick down a little bit more. Little bit more. Don't bounce from there. No, sir. 10-point trade. 1-to-1. Let's click and buy market this time. No. No. James always scares me with your laughing. Yep, and out for 50 points. Waited all week for 50 points. Wait all week for those 50 points. Just wick down a little bit more, please. Stop loss will be 13 points away. Should get down 1 more point. Please. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Is the same saying true for entries? Don't be a dick for a tick on the entries. Hopefully a small retracement on gold. I'm praying that it goes back down just a little bit. Not too much though, just a little bit. You got 8 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a solid stream. Are you in gold already, Zinc, or not?
How dare you, James? How dare you? How dare you, sir? If I was in gold, you'd see plus 100 in the bottom.
Ah!
But I'm not. It hit 4289, 429. Needed to hit 4288. And I have everything drawn correctly. Yes. Perfect. SPY is going to go take the low. I'm calling it. It's going to take the 5-minute double break on the orb, which is a 75% stat. So actually, the stat for this is better than breaking the IB for today on a Thursday, funny enough. I'm going to throw some stuff. I know you don't really use algos. James uses the algos.
I use algos, yeah. The orb algo is what I use.
I'm going to be so sad. I keep getting the same phishing emails from Tradeify.
Oh, I've been getting them too, bro. Whole of yesterday and today.
$6,750 Tradeify reward is very
Yes, getting the same crap. Same shit.
August 5th, 2 of them on August 5th, 1 of them today at 12:18 a.m.
Hey, Zinc, we're taking payouts.
I'm taking 20 payouts a week, apparently.
Aha, yeah. Without even clicking anything, bro. Jeez.
Zinc, your 2,500 Tradeify rewards ready to claim. July 7th, July 8th, July 9th, July 10th, July 12th.
Yeah.
August 5th, August 5th, August 6th. This is so stupid. Oh, I was so close to hitting buy market. I was so close. My finger was there. What tool do you use for your IB on TradeAway? It is under drawing tools, Fibonacci retracement. Draw on your chart, double click it. I have the 25, 50, 75, 100. And then the colors are just set to the white on the standard. Hashtag FFFFFFF. Oh my god, this would have been a 5-minute trade. Maybe I just suck at trading. What the heck am I doing? $10 points.
Orb algo 5, 15. So I'm using the 15-minute orb and 5-minute orb for my algo. Yeah, good question. Yeah.
Skill issue is a skill issue. I was so close to the buy market for 2. Stop loss would have been at the 75, so 428. It would have been a $10 risk, $200, and then TP. I think I would have put the TP at 0.2 for the extension, which is about 4,310. It's a little difficult right now because TradingView doesn't have the rollover quite yet. TradingView is still on the Z 2026, and we're on V for TradeAway. So these contracts, I think at the end of the week, tomorrow, they should be accurate. Gold is technically trading 20 points less than where it is right now on the new contracts. What's happening with NQ and ES? Chop, my friend. Straight chop. The IB25 is working out really well right now. That's 50 points again. And it looks a lot better to go to the high. At least YM was clean. Yeah. Gold could come back down one more time, maybe. I hope it does. Here comes the high on NQ. NQ breaks the high would also mean ES longs have good stats. ES. Yes. I still wouldn't touch it on ES, though. I still would stay far away from this. There are more than enough examples of NQ breaking, but ES takes its sweet old time. That's why I hate it so much. Like right here. Yesterday. Great example. Straight chop. Missed the high just barely. And then took the low right at 1031. So that yesterday, I guess not really that good of an example. It didn't take its time. Let's see. Another one. Friday. We missed the low by... This would have been an IB 50 entry. Hit IB 25, so you're up. How much is that? Like 25 points, and then it goes and reverses and takes the high at 130. The NQ's looking a lot better. This is a very sound trade at the 25.
Yeah, there was a nice bounce there on NQ.
I'm getting teased by SPY. Not SPY, gold.
Gold.
Getting teased.
It did have a massive run up, so it's not surprising. It's not really... It's kind of like back and forth at the moment. Nice. And yeah, we're coming up to the hour. So if you aren't liking or subscribing, make sure you are. We do giveaways every single Wednesday with edgeful. But yeah, Zinc, always a pleasure being on with you, bro.
Likewise. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot if this doesn't go back to the 50. Zinc. It wasn't even that I was scared. I was not scared to lose on the trade. I just want the mechanical approach to getting the entry at the 50, and it missed the 50 by a point, which is it's $20 is what I would have left on the table if I had taken it and not getting the entry at the 50. But on the same note, this is all coming in hindsight again. And did we take the high there? 86. We made a perfectly equal high on Qs. Does not count yet. Needs to go and break it. 1886. 1886 still. Rejecting. Take it, and then we can end the stream there. 1887. IB high taken on Qs.
Nice.
There you go. No entry on MGC. And no entry on SPY today. All right, guys. That sad as it is, I missed the entry on Qs on gold by nothing at all. 1 point. Sad. That'll do it for the stream. James, Dan, and Andre will be live with you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
See you guys on Tuesday.
Perfect, guys. Have a good one.
Have a
Cheers.
great rest of your day.